So guys, this is the number one reason why you do not do shit like this. When we talk about things like this is why. Because shit like that can happen. Not everybody has that kind of strength to get through shit like that, as you see. So this is something I seen earlier today, and I was like, now I have to elaborate on this and make a video topic out of this, because it's crazy. And it should not exist, but it does. And this is why I inform all my younger mates that I know and see and speak to sometimes to watch the fuck out when you date at a young age. Because a lot of clown shit goes on like this out of people's own entitlement. They want a boyfriend right now. They want a girlfriend right now. They want to feel cool. They want to feel loved. But the whole time they're kind of playing the other person, and they know them deep down inside themselves it's not even going to last. So there's levels to this, man. There's lines you do not cross. There are females out there that fuck with guys terribly bad. Terribly bad. This female was with this guy the whole time. They were together, but she was pretending the whole time to love him. So he was really invested in her. And she clowned him. She cheated on him. He found out about it. She did not love him at all. She admitted she was an effed up kid when this happened. And look what happened, man. You cannot do shit like that to people. Like I said, this is the number one reason why. Out of all the reasons we ever talk about, this is the number one reason why you don't fuck with other people. And you be real with other people. You respect other people. Could you imagine you being on the other end of this? Like, not being the person that takes their own life, being the person that does this to somebody else that takes their own life. Could you imagine? She ain't never going to forget that for the rest of her life. She said, I'll never do that to no one ever again. So, that's what happens, man. You can't fuck with people. Like, this is something in myself that I knew instinctually since I can ever remember. Like, I have literally never even lied to a female in my life. And I'm 100% serious. I've literally played 0 games with any girls I've ever dated or had anything with in my life. Ever. There was no reason for me to ever do that. But you have people doing this shit every single day. And not everybody has strength. I went through some shit myself. I got played myself. Everyone's got played. Damn near everyone has gotten played. And some people don't have the strength like this other guy probably did not have, clearly. And that's why you don't do shit like that. Because it can lead to shit like that. And now you got to deal with that for the rest of your life. How does that taste? Not too good. I'll never do that ever again to anyone else in my life, is what she said. Of course you won't. I was a messed up kid, she said. Yeah, you were. And there's a lot of these narc females out there who won't even admit that. But they are. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. This is the type of shit that happens to guys. This shit don't happen the other way around in this exact way. Can a guy play a girl? Yes, but not in this way. Because no guy wants, like, the way guys play girls and the way girls play guys, it's much different. It's much, much different. If a guy plays a girl, she's just going to feel used. She might feel like she's not good enough. But if a guy gets used, if a guy gets screwed over by a female, they go for the heart. That's what they go for. A guy's not going to try to get you to love him, even though you might. That's not his main target. If a guy plays a girl, he just wants to probably sleep with you, and he's going to move on. Girls target guys in a way where they make them love them. Like, that's how girls play their game. Because they want to feel loved. But they're playing the game because they want that validation of feeling important, feeling loved, without loving the other person, because they can't love themselves. So that's why they do those things. But guys don't play a game like that. They do it much different. And in this way, the way women do it is much more earth-shattering. If a guy plays a girl, I'm not saying it's all sunshine and rainbows, but it's significantly not nearly as bad. Girls know what guys are like anyways. You just know. Most of the time they just want to hit. So, no surprise. I don't know why some females are surprised that, especially if you weren't even with the person, you might have liked them, but they might have got with you quick and they move on. That is no surprise. So it's more of a shocker when a female completely lies about a whole situation, because they manipulate a lot worse. That's the thing. It's set in stone. There's not even a question of a doubt. They do. Which makes it a lot worse on the guys. So this is a reason why nobody should be doing this shit. Girls not doing it to guys. Guys not doing it to girls. And I truly believe the way women do it is worse than the way guys do it. I really believe that. If you think about it. It is. It is worse. And it don't make one more right. They're both wrong. But women just go to extreme lengths, which can cause that type of stuff to happen to other guys that might not have that strength, unfortunately. And now she could live the rest of her life thinking about what she did, and she ain't never gonna do that again. I actually, as crazy as she may be, I actually believe her that she will never do that again to another guy. By the look in her face when she was saying that, by the way she felt when she was saying it, I could see it. I believe her. And who would sit around and probably believe someone like that had a past history like that? Well, from what I seen in that clip and the way she was talking about it, I legit believe her that she will never do that to nobody ever again. So, shit like this should not exist. It does. And you know, people play the game, man. People are always tripping. I don't know why people got to trip. I do not know why people got to trip the fuck out. I believe the people that are tripping out when it comes to the dating scene are the ones that are way too involved in it with everybody else to begin with. I really believe that. These people are not capable of just walking away from the dating scene, working on their self, and then at some point in time, linking up with somebody, talking to somebody, just that one person. Because if you do this, you're not going to be tripping out. If you're heavily involved in the dating scene and there's toxic shit going on all the time and you're trying to figure out who you want to be with, this person, that person, you're going to be tripping out. Your mind's not in the right place. You're not in the right place. You're an idiot. Who does shit like that? You can't work on your own self. You can't get better, which is why you're tripping. I don't understand why people waste their lives doing shit like that. I could see if you were in junior high or something. Maybe even high school. After that, it's starting to get unacceptable, you know? The older you get, the more unacceptable that kind of behavior is. The more you should work on yourself. The older you get, the more you should be working on yourself. I did use my younger days to have some fun, do this, do that. Everyone's doing the same kind of things. And then straight discipline as soon as it's over. Because life changes. Things shift. People have a hard time getting themselves out of that kind of life and moving into an adult phase where you should be working on yourself, developing everything about yourself in every fucking way you can think. And if you do that, you're not going to be tripping. If you stay in that low vibrational dating scene and you're just involved so heavily in it, that whole thing is pretty much a game. It's a whole bunch of people that's involved in it that are not good enough for each other. So they're all playing each other. They're all playing games. They're trying to get over on one another, and it's a mad scene. There's like a very low success rate involved in that. Maybe here and there, someone might strike. You might actually meet a person and it might work out. Who knows? But it's not a good place to be in. A good place to be in is working hard on yourself, moving forward in life, getting confident in yourself. You have nothing to worry about. You're everything you need to be. You can't be any more. And you just can't keep continuing that. You keep getting better. There's nothing to trip out over. Your life's already lit. So whoever comes in your life is just going to add on to it. And they better be the real deal too. You'll get somebody else that worked on themselves. So, I just think this whole shit is crazy, man. Like, people should not be doing shit like that. That's what you get when you're a crazy little fuck and you don't work on yourself. You're crazy in the head. You can fuck people up. That's how crazy you are. Like, it goes to show how crazy that person really is. To be able to do something like that to somebody else, it is crazy. It is. They have these dark superpowers that they can just do that to other people. I can't relate. I don't even know why people gotta do shit like that. Because they're so far gone off. I can't relate. I probably never felt the way those people have ever felt before. Which is why I can't relate. I just don't get it. They must have had an extremely fucked up past to do something like that. And you caused an innocent man to take his life. Because you're fucked up. You admit it, you're fucked up. You deserve to be locked down. What would you even do if that was you and you did that to somebody else and had to keep living your own life? Be difficult, wouldn't it? Very difficult. That's what she gets. She obviously took things too far. Way too far. Manipulated the hell out of him. I can just imagine how bad it was. And I know from experience how good women are at lying. You can be with them. You could completely think everything is fine. You're literally dating the person. They're showing you love and compassion and affection in person. Nothing's going wrong. And it's still all a game to them. Because they're getting what they want out of you, and in their mind, they know what they're doing, and they know this isn't going to last. They're going to exit the situation, make up excuses, because they had a plan the whole time. And it just don't make sense. People like that are really not capable of love. They're really not. Because if they really did love you, they wouldn't do that. Because they wouldn't want to leave, because they actually do love you. The truth is, they don't feel anything. They fake it. They get you attached to them, and they can easily detach. Because they're not even attached. That's why they can easily detach. But you are attached to a person that don't even exist. They don't even exist. They don't even care about you. They care about them. And what you can do for them. What you can give to them. They don't care. And that's the scary thing about all this bullshit. That's what happens. That's what happens to people like that. And it's not fair. But the world's not fair. So you better be smart. You better be strong. You better have strength. Or you could get run the fuck over by a devil. Because that was the devil. The devil's work has been done. That's what you got to watch out for. That cute little female, bro, that you see running around, looking all nice, smiling, that could be a devil, and you don't know. You don't know until you know, sometimes. And I've seen some shit in my life, and that's why I'm skeptical of people. I'm skeptical of friends, females, to an extent. There's some that I know they're trustworthy, at least to an extent. But you're always going to be skeptical until you're proven otherwise over time. Because when things go on for so long, and things are going good for so long, you're going to believe in what is going on in your situation. You will. But right away, you will be skeptical. And I was like that even before anything happened, to begin with anyways. I was even skeptical with the people that I got involved with. That's how believable it was in situations I found myself in the past. So there are some crafty individuals out there. Crafty. So you got to be on your P's and Q's. That's what I learned. And the difference from now, for me, and back then, is I did not have a lit life. Things might have been good to an extent, but I still had a lot of growing up to do, a lot of work to do, a lot of evolving to do. So that's the difference maker. Hitting rock bottom sometimes is the best thing that can happen to anybody. Sometimes people need rock bottom to wake up completely, which is what happened to me, which is when I started taking life 100% serious and started living out my potential instead of just living to enjoy life. A lot of people are living to enjoy life, and I'm not saying don't enjoy it, but like that's all you live for, is to enjoy life. And that could be dangerous. Because you're not at your best if you have that mindset. You're just not. You don't have that hunger, you don't have that drive that certain select individuals in this world have. Because you never hit enough adversity. This is what happens. I'll always have like a lot more hunger than the majority of people in this world, percentage-wise, because of what happened to me in the past. It's never going to leave. I'll always use that as fuel. I'll always use that as the wake-up call. It awoke me forever. I can't bend. I cannot break. I can't. You have to bring the best out of yourself. Bad things can happen when you don't. That's what I learned. You get complacent around people. You get weak around people. You get lackadaisy around people. Not even necessarily weak, just lackadaisy. You get kind of comfortable. You can be in over your head at that point. You can. So I stay driven. I stay motivated. I don't let people slow me down. No one tells me what the fuck to do. That's it. I'm not following. I ain't following shit. Why would I follow people whenever my train is better? The train I'm on is way better. Why would I follow somebody else's train? Your train sucks ass compared to mine. You know how I know that? Because it's clear as day. I know that because it's true. What the fuck is on your train? Where the fuck are you going? Nowhere. So, that shit don't even make sense, man. I might follow the train of a billionaire. I might follow the train of people that's actually going somewhere. If it's going to get me further. Not everybody has that access, though. I don't just have access to people that can catapult my life into the next stratosphere. I'm not that privileged. Wasn't that blessed. Blessed, but maybe not that blessed. But, you know, anything can happen. So you just keep doing the best with where you are, with what you've got, and you'll be doing just fine. Stay the fuck away from people like that crazy bitch that made this man take his life. Nobody needs anything like that in their life. I can see some terrible karma coming her way in the next years to come. Could be 5, 10, 15, 20 years, but she does not have a great life in store for the rest of her life. She's going to see some crazy shit. Some crazy shit might happen. And hey, that's what you get. So that's why I suggest everybody to wisen the fuck up. Be a good person. Be a decent person. Don't be like that.